watching this, chances are you're an editor. And maybe if we're gonna get a broad, more specific, a fan page editor. Well, if you are, then today I want to show you this tool I found, which kind of solves a lot of these problems I get from you guys in my comment section, such as these ones shown on screen. But before I dive into any of that, let me explain why you should even listen to me. Since if you're a new viewer, I kind of just sound like some random 9-year-old. YouTube, I'm not 9. I promise. I promise. My name is Charlie, and I've been editing since practically 2020. You may also know me as Reverse Dark on TikTok, where I have over 30,000 followers and quite literally average 10,000 views per edit. And at least one of my edits get 250,000+ views almost every single month. Now let's just take a look at my average viewers editing account. What the hell? No, I can't take this any longer. Let me try to help you out. But I definitely didn't get here easily. Back when I first started, there wasn't much editing channels like today, or even trusted software that could actually work. But today, I kind of found a tool that actually does a lot of things I spent weeks on end trying to figure out. Okay, that's enough yapping. Let me show you what this actually is. It's called Wondershare's UniConverter. They generously decided to sponsor this video too, so thank you. Mwah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't click off. Just because this video is sponsored doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and lie to you. I specifically told them that I was gonna share my genuine and honest opinion about it, and because I see potential in this tool is the reason why you're watching this video right now. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have made this. So basically today I'm gonna test out 3 of the most popular and personally features that I would probably use on my editing basis. Basically, this tool does exactly what it says. It removes watermarks. This could be used for the good and bad. Good as in removing these annoying watermarks, such as maybe from borrowing clips from TV shows. For example, when I download some clips from the CW Flash, there would be this annoying watermark. My intention would be to remove the watermarks so I could, for say, make a fan edit of the show. In my case, this is a pretty cool and useful tool, but don't use this for the bad as in removing other people's editing watermarks. Because I didn't have any other test videos with a watermark I could remove, I just went ahead and used it to remove my own edit's watermark. Now, I will be using this for educational purposes. Do not steal other people's content. It is highly illegal and highly bad, and you'll definitely end up with further consequences, and I do not want that for any of you. By the time it was imported, this little box popped up. I was supposed to drag it over my watermark, and then I went ahead and clicked on the export button. It was fair to say for this 20-second edit, it took about 3 minutes to render through. Honestly, that isn't too bad. After it finally rendered, it was time for the reveal. How bad is this really gonna look? What? Wait, what? Why the hell does that actually look good? No, what? I was shocked on how good this looked. I'm kind of concerned too, because somebody could use this tool against my own edits, or maybe even yours. It's actually a really concerning topic, so if you're watching this, please don't steal edits. But I do plan on doing a video in the future on how to prevent your edits from getting stolen. Hoping that you're not an edit stealer, bitch. Solid 9 out of 10. I'm kind of shocked how fast it rendered this, and how accurate it looked. Obviously not perfect, but if I'm gonna rate the feature, solid 9 out of 10. From personal experience, it's fair to say that whenever an edit of mine is over 50 megabytes, TikTok likes to compress it. I said from personal experience because I know some other editors who would disagree with my statements, which I do understand since we have different quality settings. But if you're trying to get your quality, so to say, like mine showed in my TikTok edits, then I highly recommend your edits to be under 50 megabytes. I will say I have done a separate tutorial on how to do this, but that's with a software called Handbrake. And I will admit, it isn't really beginner friendly. Kinda has a scary ass layout. But if you're someone like me and prefer the simple and easy yet effective methods, then you might like the sound of this. I opened up the compression tool and I decided to import this edit that was over 50 megabytes. I did post this a while back on my TikTok, and TikTok did kind of decline some of the potential quality on it. So it pretty much flopped, which was kind of disappointing. But to test this compressed version, I'll repost it onto an alt account and to compare how better the quality looks. I imported it and it gave me 2 different kinds of compression types. One being basic compression, the other being AI compression. Me being me, I kind of wanted to try the cooler option. So I selected the AI compression. It clearly stated here that I wouldn't be able to predict the size of the file, so I just put the compression to 60%. Maybe not the best choice, but who can say anything for sure? It did have a little preview button, so I could preview how it looked. And I will say for the most, it looked pretty alright to me. So I went forward with it and exported it. Which is another cool thing I like about this tool is the fact that it's really fast and it doesn't take 3 hours to render a 20-second file, unlike somebody else. Off the bat, the file is under 50 megabytes, which is a great sign. While watching the video, I honestly noticed no further compression at all, so I just went ahead and posted it on my alt account. A couple minutes after posting it, I compared both qualities, and honestly the quality looks great. Here's a side-by-side off my computer. I don't really see a difference, but if you're interested in seeing the difference between the both on TikTok, feel free to check out the links to both edits in the pinned comment. But overall, I think I'm gonna have to rate this feature an 8 out of 10. I think it would have been higher if I could see a prediction on how big the file was gonna be, depending on the level of compression, so I could have put it to the less compression as possible while still being under 50 megabytes. But at the end of the day, the quality still looked great. Not a bad feature at all. When I first started editing, my edits always had the trashiest qualities. Over time, I found minor ways to get over it, eventually leading me to use Topaz Video AI, which upscales my edits to the quality they are now. But if you're in the shoes as me when I first started, maybe you can't afford the $300 a year subscription cause you're broke, you might be interested in this tool. When I opened the panel up, I was greeted by 4 different AI models. Video Enhancement, which obviously upscales your video. Denoiser, which from what I can tell probably gets rid of the overgrain and makes small features stand out more. Video Upscaler, which makes your videos in higher resolution without any quality loss. And Frame Interpretation, supposed to add extra frames to your videos. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever heard about a feature like that, so this is going to be interesting to try out. I just went ahead and tried out the video enhancement feature with this old commercial ad of Cristiano Ronaldo, which as you can see, isn't terrible quality. So all I really did was just select the model I want and click export. Off the bat, way easier than Topaz. For instance, when you open up that software, you're greeted with all these settings that you specifically have to move around. Not fun to do at all. Fair to say, it took a solid 3 minutes to render this 30-second video, which I'm gonna have to give a fat thumbs up to. But if I'm gonna be honest, the upscaling wasn't entirely the best. It gave this clip a more blockier look, I'd like to say, but the quality is definitely better than earlier. Still, I did try this on a very old clip. If your just overall looks in terrible quality, this might just be your solution to fix it. I also went ahead and tried out the frame interpretation. It was taking way too long to export though, so I ended up canceling. But I did get a little preview. I upscaled my 60 FPS edit to 240. Honestly, during the preview, I seen a big difference. I could show you it right now off this video, but the video is going to be in 60 FPS, so you won't see any difference. Overall, the frame interpretation works pretty cool, but it takes a little while for it to load. Okay, so overall, I have to rate this as 7.6 out of 10. It's a good tool, but I feel like there's some room for improvements. Now, Wondershare did say they're currently working on lots of new updates, so who knows? Maybe by the time you're watching this, it's 10x better than it is in this video. If I'm gonna be honest, I think this tool is amazing, and I will most definitely be using it in future edits. If you're interested in using UniConverter, I will link it in the description. Now that you know how to use and find all these tools that make your edits so much better than before, you might be interested in this video where I tried to go viral in a month on TikTok. No spoilers, but that video was a complete roller coaster. Okay, bye.